Well, first and foremost, about the Labour Party, whether at the time Peter decided to leave PDP and join the Labour Party, we had not, I believe, begun our primary process. So the question of whether he was going to get a ticket or not, did not arise. Yes, agreed, that is a fact. He took our votes from the southeast and south-south. And that, of course, would not make him a president. Sure. You all know that to be a president in this country, you need votes from everywhere. So, as far as I'm concerned, Peter is welcome to dialogue with PDP. We are ready to dialogue with him. So I don't think we will have any problem if he wants to dialogue with PDP. Either form an alliance or not. But I also want you to recall that I was the first candidate to say that because of the way Nigeria has been governed in the last 7 to 8 years, there has been deep divisions between North and South, East and West. And I said to Nigerians, if I happen to be elected president, the first thing I would do is to form a government of national unity. What do I mean by that? I mean, I will look at the performance of each political party and bring them into the government. So that first and foremost, we reunify this country and bring about peace and stability. It is only when you do that, then you will be able to start developing the country, whether economically or otherwise. You cannot develop a country that is deeply divided, that is in crisis. So I was the first to commit to the formation of government of national unity. And I also have it on record that when I ran in 2019, I picked an Igbo man as simply because I felt that after any other zone again, the next zone must be the South. In 2011, I also picked another Igbo man. And in 2023, I also picked another Igbo man. And I have always said that I will be a stepping stone to an Igbo presidency. Because there is no zone alone in this country that can produce a president on its own. I have always told my Igbo compatriots, I said, look, you negotiate for power. You don't fight for it. You negotiate for it. So, for anybody to think, that I have anything against Labour, I think Peter was in a rush. Do you know why I say he was in a rush? When the campaign started, and our PDP governors sat down and said they must produce the president amongst them. They must produce a vice president amongst them. They must produce a chief of staff amongst them. Peter got scared and left. I did not get scared. I stood up against the governors. When we formed this PDP, some of them perhaps were in secondary school or university. So afraid. So I stood up and I fought them. They fought me, yes, and I fought them. And I won the primaries. So if he was there, nothing could have stopped him from becoming, a running mate. Because I had the right to choose whoever I wanted, as my running mate. So the question of whether I would work with Peter or not, whether Peter wounded PDP, yes, to some extent he did, because all the votes he carried, there are PDP votes in the South and the Southeast. So that's true, but that's politics anyway. But whether he will achieve his objective, by that or not, that is left to God to decide. So the next is the issue of judiciary. For those of you who don't read, because I know you young people now, it's only computer, on the phone, everything. You don't read textbooks. You must remember that I took my boss, the sitting president, to court 11 times. 11 times from trial court up to Supreme Court. I swear, if there is a Quran here, I swear I never saw any judge from the trial court up to the Supreme Court. And yet I got judgments against a sitting president. Do you think it is possible today to do it? No. Abba, let us tell ourselves the truth, madam. "11 times from trial court up to Supreme Court. Wallahi, I never saw a single judge. I've got judgment at the trial court, I've got judgment at the appeal court, and I've got judgment at the Supreme Court. That's why I said, how will I do this? That's why I decided to publish a book called Landmark Constitutional Cases, the Atiku cases, for those constitutional law students. So, I cannot say whether it is the same judiciary or not until I test them. So, I hope I have answered all your questions. Dino has already overruled me. He said one more question. Is that true?
Yes, they are waited for 2 more questions because you're a Democrat and you want to make sure everything is exhausted. So I've been directed to take 2 more questions for you. If any, if he has addressed what you want to ask, there's no need, please. Okay. Okay.